Hello jelly babes, thank you for coming back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I created this stunning sunset base using Jaclyn Hill's new eyeshadow palette. So before I show you the palette, I just wanted to give you a little update on my mani that I'm actually wearing. If you've not seen the video to this, I will leave a link in an iCard on top of the screen. But it's lasting really well. I've had it on for over a week now. No chips, no lifting. Everything's all looking fabulous. So let's give you a little look at this palette, which I absolutely love. I love all the mix of colours. So this was a nail design that I did using a couple of colours from this palette. If you've not seen it, I will leave links to it in the top right hand corner. So to make those colours and make those powders pop, you're always best putting it over a white base. So I'm going to apply 2 layers of a white gel polish and cure each layer in my lamp for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to apply a layer of She Modern's glue gel. This is a gel polish, so you are going to need to cure it in your lamp, but apply it nice and evenly and cap that free edge. So the first colour that I'm going to use is called Therapy Sesh, and it's a gorgeous purple. So I am just really working it into the base. So I've put it at the top of the nail, and then I'm going to put it again at the bottom of the nail. Then I'm coming in with Tipsy, which is a gorgeous like hot pink. The brush that I'm using, by the way, is Divine by Natasha Lee's. It's actually a nail brush, but you can see that it picks up these pigments perfectly. So I'm trying to blend this in, and I do that by going back and forth over what I've already done. Then I'm going to be coming in with No Joke, which is a lovely, nice warm yellow. And obviously if you blend that into the pink, you're going to get a little bit of orange as well. So just keep going over what I've done to blend it all in. Then I'm coming in with My Man, which is a lovely sort of lovely orange eyeshadow. And then to finish it off, I'm coming in with Stay True. And that just blends those 2 colours nicely together. And I would advise that you brush off any loose powders before you go ahead and apply a gel top coat. So actually I wasn't that happy. I wanted this to look brighter, so I've come in with the She Modern glue again, and basically I'm just using those same colours, and I am just going over it just to make it a bit more bolder and to stand out more. The only colour that I'm using that's new is this purple, which is a really dark purple. It's called Not My Journey. So I put that at the top just to add a nice deep purple colour to it. And then come back in with My Man. And then finishing it off with Stay True. And don't you think that looks so much more better and far more pigmented? So I was really pleased that I only sort of took 2 coats to achieve that. Now I did want to have a little bit of a play with the shimmer polishes to see how well they would come onto the nail. So I did put another layer of the She Modern glue gel on and cured that in my lamp, but I must have lost the footage, I'm sorry. So I'm coming in, I think it's Talia, which is a gorgeous gold, like I wouldn't say it's a shimmer, it's a bit thicker than a shimmer. And I basically just stick this onto the nail, and it just adds that slight shimmer. So I just sort of go back and forth across the nail. It's not being picked up very well on camera, but you will get to see a bit later on with how it looks. Like I say, I just sort of put it across the middle of the nail, but it just adds that gorgeous sort of gold glow. There you go. You can see it a bit better there. So I was really happy that you could put these shimmers on over the top as well. Now, to protect your shimmers and any pigments really from lifting or peeling, I would come in again with a glue gel or anything that's got a tacky layer, just because that's going to give something for the top coat to stick to. And I find if I do that, that my mani lasts that little bit longer and it doesn't chip or lift as much. So hopefully these same tips can help you out as well. So I'm going to go for a matte finish with these. So I'm actually using Madame Glam's Velvet Matte Top Coat, which is it's a really nice top coat. It's like, obviously it's a bit of an unusual feel. It does kind of feel a bit more rubbery as opposed to a normal glossy top coat, or even compared to matte. But I just loved how it looked with these colours, because it kind of like really brings that shimmer out with the gold. So I was so pleased with how this had turned out. It was what I wanted. It's how I imagined it in my head. So you could leave it like this if you wanted to, but I'm going to come in and add some stamping. So I'm using a Born Pretty plate. This is actually, I think, quite an old one, but it's Born Pretty 21, and it's this image here where the man and the woman are walking hand in hand. So I'm just going to get my stamping polish now, apply some polish, get a scraper, scrape it across, just a couple of scrapes. Make sure you go from the side on one of them because it's a bit more of a solid image. And then I'm going to use I'm going to use a lint roller and get rid of the bits that I don't want. And then I'm going to kind of place that central in the nail, like so. And then I'm going to come in with a different stamping image and just add that to the base of all of the nails. So I'm going to be using, it's actually from Born Pretty, but it's Nicole Diary stamping plate. And I'm just going to be using this image here. Again, I have used this plate before to do a manicure. If you've not seen it, I will leave a link. You can go check that out as well. I'd really appreciate it. So again, getting rid of the bits that I don't want. And then I sort of positioned this, it kind of went perfectly really where the feet had went. It kind of like made it look like it extended it. So I know obviously I haven't completely filled the nail, but I just come in with the same stamping polish and fill in the gaps basically. So I'll show you that again. So you can see that it's nice to pick up, sort of, I'm deliberately placing this a little bit higher just so that colouring in is kind of like the same on each nail. So there you go. And then I wanted to add a bit of like detail in the sky, so I'm using a Beauty Big Bang polish and a Clear Jelly Stamper polish, and I'm just putting a cloud effect on it. I had mixed feelings with this. Sometimes I really liked it, and then other times I wasn't as sure. So let me know whether I should have left it without it or added this to it. So I've just blended the two colours together. Again, just getting rid of the bits that I don't want. And then I place this at the top of the nail like so. I decided to turn it round just so the yellow is more on where the yellow is on the actual base. And there you go. Like I say, when I first saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I really like that. It adds just that nice little bit of extra detail to the sky. But let me know whether I should have kept it in or taken it out. So with stamping, especially if you're using a black polish, I would come in with a no wipe top coat first. That will generally stop it from smudging. I've always found if I come straight in with a matte top coat, it just smudges it and it's so infuriating. So that's another tip I'd like to share with you. So this is how it looked with that glossy top coat. I know not everyone's a fan of glossy. Some prefer just matte, some prefer just glossy. So where I can, I do try and show both looks. But yeah, I was so happy with how this turned out. And then I'm going to come in with a velvet matte top coat. And that's what I've got on my pink nails, actually on my own nails now. So that I'm kind of doing a little bit of a wear test with that as well. So I'll try and keep you posted with that. So this is how it looks with the velvet matte top coat. Now for me, this is the perfect look. I just love everything about it, and I would keep it with a matte top coat. But let me know your thoughts in the comments box below. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know what you think about it. Just leave a comment. It doesn't have to be really long. If you'd like to recreate it, I would love to see your recreation. So if you're on Instagram, tag me in at Gelulicious, and I will share your recreations in my Instagram stories. So that is pretty much me done here. If you're new to the channel, please press that free subscribe button. I would really appreciate the support. And until next time, Jelly Babes, take care.